First up, in today's Ukraine War News update, assault troops from the SKELYA regiment raised the Ukrainian flag in the center of Pokrovsk. The world must see that, despite the Kremlin's lies about the capture of the city, Ukraine is fighting, will continue to fight, and will not surrender its territory to the occupiers. Now to the so-called elite Russian army, assault training of dim-witted expendables. The sad thing is, even idiots like this, as long as they've got a rifle and a couple of grenades, can still take someone's father's life. Russia is struggling for manpower. Every day they are losing around 1,000 men. Next, more Shadow Fleet attacks. The SBU's Sea Baby drones have attacked another Russian Shadow Fleet tanker, the Dashan, sailing under the Comoros flag in the Black Sea, the third one in 2 weeks. The vessel, which was heading to Novorossiysk with its transponder switched off, sustained critical damage and has been disabled. Ukraine has for the first time attacked Russia's oil-producing infrastructure. According to our information, SBU drones hit a drilling platform in the Caspian Sea belonging to Lukoil Nizhnevolzhneft. Oil and gas production from more than 20 wells was halted. In Russia, a massive fire has broke out at one of the largest markets in St. Petersburg, with reports of explosions on site. According to Russian media, the entire market area was engulfed in flames. Witnesses described hearing multiple blasts. The cause of the fire remains unknown. At least 2 people have been injured. A 52-year-old woman suffered carbon monoxide poisoning, and a man was hurt after jumping from the 2nd floor. At the front, a Ukrainian Leopard 2A4 tank, using smoke cover, delivers precision strikes on pre-identified targets with its 120mm cannon. The crew's work is monitored and corrected by a reconnaissance drone, probably the city of Pokrovsk, Donetsk region. Last night, the enemy has inflicted a massive strike on Ukraine's energy infrastructure. The CHP plant in Kremenchuk and a substation in Odessa were attacked. More than 50 drones and 3 Iskander-M ballistic missiles were fired at Kremenchuk. On the Zaporizhzhia front, Ukraine's Defense Intelligence Sabotage Unit has struck again. 2 high-value Russian radars, the 1L-125 Niobe SV and a 9A-83 launcher from the S-300V air defense system were taken out. Additional Russian equipment was also hit. Next to the U.S. According to the Wall Street Journal, the United States has presented Europe with proposals on how Russia could be reintegrated into the global economy. The U.S. blueprint suggests American investment in key Russian sectors, such as rare earth metals, and even plans to help restore Russian energy exports to Europe and the world, a clear contradiction with Europe's strategy to cut off Russian gas. It also outlines how U.S. financial firms and companies could join projects in Ukraine using roughly $200 billion in frozen Russian assets. These U.S. initiatives have sparked significant tension at the negotiating table with American and European allies, who differ sharply in their visions for Ukraine's reconstruction and the conditions for any future economic normalization of Russia. The latest Trump peace plan draft doesn't require Russia to withdraw troops from Donbass. Only Ukraine must pull back, creating a demilitarized buffer zone. Zelensky sees this as freezing the war. The plan also pushes Ukraine to accept territorial swaps, which U.S. officials call inevitable in any future deal with Moscow. Lavrov says Russia has submitted additional proposals to the U.S. regarding Ukraine, specifically on collective security guarantees. This is Moscow's latest attempt to influence the negotiation process and push its terms in exchange for potential concessions or shifts in U.S. security commitments. And finally, from today's Ukraine War News update. On December 13th, the U.S. will meet with delegations from Ukraine, France, Germany, and the U.K. in Paris to discuss Trump's peace plan, Axios reports. The closed-door talks come amid rising concern over the plan's pro-Russian bias and its impact on Ukraine's sovereignty. Thanks for listening to Ukraine, the Dark and Light. Please like, subscribe, and share.